Hi everyone, welcome to Coffee with Terry and Jen. And you'll notice Terry isn't with us today, but being the beginning of September, we wanted to make sure that we got those market stats out for you for August. And today we're excited to welcome back Dorothy Godin, our fellow realtor and our great friend, to go over the stats and the market for August and going forward into the fall. So welcome, Dorothy. In June and July, we had talked about how hot the market was. Did it cool off at all throughout August?
Good morning. Nice to see you both. August residential sales in the city of Greater Sudbury were down 14% from July. I would not say that this is really a cooling of the market. Even though there were less sales than July, the market was still very brisk. The average days on the market was 28 days, and 49.7% of all sales were at or above list price. So, not a cooling down. The fact that there are less sales in the month of August is kind of normal for that month. August is a time when people are getting their kids ready for school. They're trying to get to camp one more time before the summer is over. So it's very natural, and this is a trend we see every year that August has less sales. If you look at August 2020 compared to August 2019, the sales were actually up 9.5%, and average sale price from last month is up 7%. So for me, that's not a cooling down, it's just a natural trend.
Is the seller's market in all price ranges?
Statistically, we look at the number of active listings and compare it to the number of sales. We look at the absorption rate and the months of inventory. In the city of Greater Sudbury, all price ranges are in a seller's market. That doesn't mean that the markets are all exactly the same. In the $300,000 price range, the average days on the market is 28 days, and 56% of the sales are at or above list price, while the over 500 market, even though it's in a seller's market, the average days on the market is 44 days, and 50% are selling at or above list. But for sure, all price ranges within the city are in a seller's market.
Do you see our market as a bubble that's ready to pop, or do you think we can sustain this?
That's a difficult question. We are all very active in the market, and even for us, it's difficult to predict what's going to happen in the future. If you go back and remember 2008, when everybody, all the world markets were very depressed, Sudbury was booming. The year before, in 2007, you could buy a small little house in the West End for in the $80,000 range, and a year later, we were selling that same product for 180. Who knew that was going to happen? And many thought that that was a bubble, but in reality, average sale price has gone up almost every year since then. So it really wasn't a bubble. If you look at the difference between prices in 2010 and 2020, so a 10-year span, the average sale price has gone up 37.7%. So I think people are talking about this as a bubble because we see some sales that are going 20 and 60,000 over list price. And that's what people are thinking about when they think about, this being a bubble. Those buyers need to understand that they best not be selling in the next few years because they have created a bubble for themselves personally. Overall, though, I don't feel that this is a bubble. I just think that people have a lot of confidence in Sudbury, and that year over year, as in historical numbers, prices usually do go up.
Where do you see the overall market going forward heading into the fall season?
I think the fall market will be typical of any fall market. We have less sales. I think we'll continue to have a problem with listing inventory being extremely low, but I think the market will be still very brisk. Traditionally, the fall market is the second busiest market of the year. Usually, we see this August slowdown, and then after the long weekend, it starts to pick up again. And I really do think that the fall market will be great. I think we'll continue to be in a seller's market.
Thank you so much for joining us, Dorothy, and giving us all your knowledge and insight on the stats and the market. It's always a pleasure to have you. And if you have any questions about the market or anything real estate, please send your questions to info@theaimsteam.ca. Have a great day. Bye.
Always a pleasure to talk to you guys about the market, and I wish you continued success. Have a great day.